Good day, sir.
Good day, Jambi. How are you?
I'm doing very well, sir. And how are you doing this?
Absolutely wonderful, Jambi.
How was your day?
Fun. My male suitor and I went and saw a movie.
Oh, for goodness sakes. And how was it?
It was wonderful. I'll tell you all about it. First, I need to get a sweater on.
Yes, sir. I think we should slip into something a little more comfortable. Yes.
And I need an afternoon libation.
That's exactly what I was thinking, sir. I polished up your favorite crystal glass.
Ah, thank you, Jambi.
No problem, sir. Shall we?
Absolutely. After you, Jambi.
Very good.
Jambi.
Yes, sir.
Turned out to be a wonderful day in this neighborhood.
A wonderful day indeed. Sir, I have your very favorite Le Petit Mont Blanc 1954.
Ah, thank you, Jambi. You know just what I like.
Yes, that is why I'm here.
Sit down, Jambi. I'll tell
Oh
you.
no! Oh God, no! I couldn't.
Jambi.
No, sir. I can't.
Jambi.
Oh, if you insist, okay.
Come on now, Jambi. Now, remember how when we were in bed last night, we talked about going to Disneyland?
Yes. Oh, I don't recall, but yes, I do remember being in bed.
Well, my suitor and I went last night and saw Saving Mr. Banks.
Well, Pamela Travers, you can't imagine how excited I am to finally meet you.
Would you mind? My name is Mrs. Travers, Mr. Disney.
Oh, Walt, now you gotta call me Walt.
Saving Mr. Banks is the new Disney film directed by John Lee Hancock, and it stars Emma Thompson as P.L. Travers and Tom Hanks as Walt Disney himself.
Goodness. So please tell me all about it.
Absolutely.
20 years ago, I made a promise to my daughters that I would make your Mary Poppins fly off the pages of your books.
Now, for all you people out there watching, spoiler alert. This movie starts off and it has the 1960s Disney logo come on first. That's the first thing to come on is the 1960s Disney logo. And then it begins at P.L. Travers' childhood, which is very well lit. I like her childhood memories. John Lee Hancock has a way of bringing it down where it almost looks like it's a fantasy in and of itself. Like it is so brightly lit and everything is just lit so well that it does look completely like a fantasy universe that she goes back to every time there's a problem.
Winds in the east, mist coming in, like something is brewing, about to begin.
It sounds like your bedroom, sir.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks absolutely nails down Disney, Walt Disney himself. He nails it down. And we don't even meet Disney at first. It's all about P.L. Travers in the first 10-15 minutes of the movie. We're only given a little taste of Walt Disney. When she goes into the hotel room and turns on the TV, and you see Disney there, and it's the classic 1960s style, where Disney will walk in and you'll look at the camera and go, "Hello out there, here are the projects we're working on in TV land."
Yes.
This is a film I enjoyed immensely. It is such a well-written and well-put-together film. It really is, and I don't say this about a lot of movies that come out, especially remakes. There's been a lot of movies where I just absolutely did not care about the characters one bit. But in this one, director John Lee Hancock actually does make you care about the characters. And it is so perfectly cast and so well put together. I really, even from a technical standpoint, I really have nothing bad to say about this movie. There was nothing. John Lee Hancock, he's not known for Oh, thank you, Jambi. He's not known for shoehorning in anything, like in Star Trek Into Darkness, they had shoehorned in a bunch of things that didn't need to be in there, namely the bad guys. But and the subplots all came together at the end. Paul Giamatti had a good supporting role, and it didn't fizzle out like it does in so many other movies?
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti.
Private Parts, yes.
That's right.
Ah, yes, yes.
You know all about Private Parts, don't you, Jambi?
Oh, absolutely, sir. I've been well trained.
John Lee Hancock, he's a director that loves to feed you as an audience. He loves to feed you. The way he goes with Disney, the way he makes them out to be.
Yes.
You know, just the way they actually feel like real people going on the screen. You can actually begin to care about them. And the way Emma Thompson plays P.L. Travers, you tend to grow on her as the movie progresses. And that happens with not just her, but with all the characters in the movie. Even the minor characters. And the supporting role, they're really good in it. And yet Hancock has this way of tying everything together very nicely at the end. He's a very good director. So many movies I see today are just absolute garbage.
Well, now tell me, how does Mary Poppins do in all of this?
P.L. Travers made Mary Poppins. This is a story on how Disney was able to get Mary Poppins made. And he has to pander to P.L. Travers, and there are moments in the film where you can tell that she is absolutely getting on Disney's nerves, and he absolutely plays it off like a gentleman. He just holds his cool, he doesn't yell, he doesn't get upset. He actually talks to her. He doesn't yell at her, he talks to her. And he finally convinces her to make Mary Poppins. And the events of the movie are just so well written. There is absolutely very little wrong, if anything wrong, technically with this film. I didn't see any jump cuts that pulled me out. I didn't see any weird editing. It was very well edited. I didn't see any shots where I was, like the director, I'm usually thinking, what are they doing that for? I must say though, John Lee Hancock, in love with the overhead shot. There's always, in every one of his movies, you always see the overhead shot where they're lying in bed or they're looking up and the camera's right up there.
That reminds me of last night.
No, nothing, there was absolutely nothing that pulled me out of it. Like in Into Darkness, there was a lot of things that just absolutely pulled me out of the movie that I was like, you know what, that does not need to be in there. You didn't, like, what is going on here? You know, I didn't have any trouble figuring out what was going on. I knew exactly what was going on. You know, and he's just that good of a movie, very well put together, especially like the beginning when they use the 1960s logo. And at the end, everything ties together very well at the end. I love the ending when she's finally accepted Disney. Mickey is there to take her arm, and just like last night, you know, Jambi, when I did this, and
it was more like this. So I think I came from behind, but
in your dreams,
I tried to. A dream is a wish your heart makes when we're fast asleep.
You know, you've never been to Disneyland, and that's the happiest place on earth.
No, please.
Well, when does anybody get to go to Disneyland with Walt Disney himself?
There he is.
And this is such a good little breather. So many movies today, they're just blowing their wad over what happens on screen. Like, it's not big enough, or it's not entertaining enough. There's no big explosions, you know.
It never is. It never is.
It's never enough. John Lee Hancock brings it down. He really does. This is the type of movie where, you know, you don't need explosions for this one. It really takes it down, but you're still interested. The drama is unfolding on screen when you're actually interested in what's going on. So I give John Lee Hancock 2 very big thumbs up. Go see this movie. What do you think, Jambi?
2 thumbs up for John Lee Hancock.
The boys have come up with an idea. I think it's going to make you happy.
You didn't bring me all the way here to tell me that.
Oh, no, I had a wager. I couldn't get you on a ride. I just won $20.
Yes.
Will you draw my bath now, Jambi?
I thought you'd never ask, sir.
Mr. Banks as much as we did? Do you think it's a breath of fresh air too? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Jambi,
Yes, sir.
play me a tune.
Very good, sir.